huge. Don't move, man.
Good morning, everyone. 29 minutes after the hour. I'm actually just kind of recovering from the 3 stories to share.
Yeah, I know.
You had a moment there.
There was a moment, but you were right. It turns out Jim was right, and
we apologize.
We do.
Yeah,
we got some splaining to do.
We're sorry.
Yeah,
Please
that
forgive
was
us.
we didn't see it coming.
We've
didn't
been
know.
bad today.
So let's get to the cities we're watching this morning. Jen's here, Jim's here, Anna Ridis is here. Hi, I'm Sam.
Oh, good. I'm glad you showed this. Here's the deal. We've got the remnants of Grace in South Florida, and the remnants of Linda in LA.
Unbelievable, right?
It's all about the remnants, yeah.
Right, because we haven't had much powerhouse storms to talk about, but these remnants have been real issues.
They
have been all over both coasts, really, causing trouble.
And people in California are thinking, well, are we going to get any snow out of this? Because we have that tropical moisture, we're not going to worry about or see any snow.
They'll get snow when the upper trough comes in, actually.
Got some yesterday, Idaho, right? And if
I think
right.
even California, the Sierra, about 10,000 feet, they got some. So not too uncommon.
All right.
To be up that high.
So we're sharing you some love, Boston, because you've got bragging rights today. That gorgeous sky and temperatures in the 60s. You get to 82 degrees today. It is a great day to be running around the Commons today.
What's on the camera?
And what do you mean? What's that little?
See, on the
It's a
left?
spider.
Could be a spider web. Looks like a spider web. Looks like one. Right above the AMHQ. Please, no more surprises today, people. 78 degrees and 83 on Thursday. Morning, Boston. Who else are we watching this morning? Oh, we just doing breakfast here? If you want a bite to eat, check out the Paramount. This is their malted Belgian waffle. You know it with fruit?
Yes, it's on Charles Street.
Charles.
Right by the Commons. So if you go have breakfast,
So when I go do winter storms there, I'll definitely stop.
I like that too.
it's
So
right
they
on
just
Beacon
cut
Hill.
up the fruit and they throw it on. So that's a healthy plate when you think about it.
It's a great place.
Healthy-ish.
It's been around since like the 30s.
Jen, is that your kind of plate or what?
No, because the fruit
Of
would be on
course
the
not.
side. The food should not be mixed. I like the crunchy things to stay crunchy and the soft things to stay soft.
Okay.
Kind of a picky eater, but let me talk about the big picture. It is impressive. Look what's happening. We have rain on both sides of the coast. We're talking California, even for Florida. And California, you haven't seen rain across Los Angeles 2 months, so it is coming down in a big way. So we start off right now with the temperatures, and of course the temperatures have been the big story. We had the fall-like temps, and now we're coming back to more summer-like conditions for many parts. As we show you for the Midwest, your winds coming in from the south, just killing that cold air and bringing in those temperatures are going to be 5 to 15 degrees above average. All this riding around the ridge, and it's moving into the northeast as well as New England. So expect to see those numbers rising as we go through the next couple of days. Now we go out towards the west. Yes, we have a rainmaker, and the rain has been so heavy across parts of Los Angeles, they actually have a flood advisory until 6:45 this morning local time. Now, when you add in all this heavy rain, and then we're also going to be looking at the potential, maybe even some flooding, some of those burn scars. So heads up on the roadway. Already seen some rainfall rates up to about 3/4 of an inch. It's going to get less as we go through the afternoon, but you got another rainy day tomorrow. Good for the fires because we're looking at cooler temperatures in the clouds. It is also going to be windy, especially across parts of LA. And then story number 3, what we're looking at is another potential for severe weather setting up by Thursday, moving a little bit slower. We're looking at parts of the upper Midwest on Thursday and then down towards parts of central Midwest, looking at you, Kansas City, all these areas, potentially looking at some storms with some strong winds. And with that cold low coming to town, we could be also adding in the potential for some hail.
Yeah. And we'll watch that carefully as that front moves close to that big heat in the East Coast as well, a little bit later to the middle of the weekend, toward the end of the weekend. All right, time to check the top news stories of the day. Anna Ridis has those.
Good morning, Sam. Good morning to you at home. New health benefits of olive oil for women. That's up first in your headlines. New findings in the Journal of American Medical Association suggest a Mediterranean diet heavy on olive oil could cut the risk of breast cancer by as much as 2/3. A Mediterranean diet is primarily fruits, veggies, whole grains, nuts, and herbs instead of salt. A more rigorous study is needed to confirm the findings. Experts say Houston is on track to overtake Chicago as the nation's 3rd largest city within the next 10 years. Reuters reports demographers put Houston's population as high as 2.7 million by 2025. They put Chicago's head count at 2.5 million. Severe floods ripped through northern Italy. A raging river burst its banks, collapsing houses and swallowing big chunks of road. Mudslides are also being reported. At least one person has died in the flooding. 2 others are missing. And Sam, one late headline, no selfie sticks for members of Congress. Capitol Police banning them for the Pope's historic address to Congress next week.
Oh.
He's coming next week. I didn't anticipate they would bring a selfie stick, but you never know.
You know what? Well, of course, because the way you can't like get a good shot. That would be a good, but no.
It's a security issue.
No, yep, total security issue. All right, we've got to look at this rain that's moving into the West Coast. We just showed you, or Jen just did, the northwestern corner, and there's more rain moving into southern parts of California. So we're going to get into a deep dive into a local weather phenomenon. What could make these fires might help steer some of this moisture into these areas? It's called kind of the delta winds or delta breeze into the fire area. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Quick look at the radar this morning, and when you see that pocket of rain near Cedar City, that's the area of the flooding yesterday.
We don't just certify our pre-owned vehicles. We inspect, analyze, and recondition each one until it's nothing short of a genuine certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz for the next new owner. Hurry into your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer during our certified pre-owned sales event now through September 30th for exceptional offers.
What's that? Oh, wow. Hello, humans. Focus on me.
Focus on the guard. Don't tell anyone what you've seen in here.
Have you seen what's in there? They have
Intel. Experience what's inside.
What average underwear feels like. What Duluth Trading Buck Naked underwear feels like. Duluth Trading Buck Naked underwear feels like wearing nothing at all. No pinch, no stink, no sweat. Get a pair. Only at DuluthTrading.com.
When your windshield needs fixed, trust Safelite. For these parents, driving around was the only way to get their baby to sleep. So when their windshield got cracked,
we can't drive this car.
They wanted it fixed right. So they scheduled with Safelite. Our exclusive TrueSeal technology means a strong, reliable bond every time. At Safelite, we stand behind our work. Night-night, little buddy. Because the ones you love sit behind it. That's another Safelite advantage.
Safelite repair, Safelite replace. If you have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, isn't it time to let the real you shine through? Introducing Otezla, a Premolast. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. Some people who took Otezla saw 75% clearer skin after 4 months. And Otezla's prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't take Otezla if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. Otezla may increase the risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Side effects may include diarrhea, nausea, upper respiratory tract infection, and headache. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Ask your doctor about Otezla today. Otezla. Show more of you.
This time, it ain't just about being fast.
The ultimate way to experience.
Hell yeah!
The best Fast and Furious.
What's it?
Is on Blu-ray High Def.
What's up now?
Furious 7 Extended Edition. Own it on Blu-ray now.
Coming up on AMHQ, after beating the heat with some fall-like temperature relief, a warm weather bounce back is on its way for the entire East Coast, starting at 7.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under cloudy skies. today, thunderstorms likely. High 88. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 78. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday, scattered showers or thunderstorms. High 85. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
And 39 minutes past the hour, looking right now at Charlotte, North Carolina. Yesterday morning, you started off with 45 degrees. That was a record low this morning. A little bit warmer out there, 10 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. A gorgeous view of the city in Charlotte. We love you, and we really love your weather. As we show you yesterday, you had record conditions. You started off at 45. The last time, and the previous record was 47. That was back in 1985. So it's been a while since we've seen such cool conditions across parts of the southeast on this day. As we show you right now, we're really kind of dominated by the winds coming in from the east as well as the northeast. And today it's going to keep those temperatures pretty comfortable, as well as the humidity level. We'll see those numbers trying to get to 80s, as well as some of the lower 80s for some areas like Memphis. As we show you, we go through the afternoon. The forecast 81 degrees in Atlanta, 89 in Tallahassee, and 83 degrees in Houston. Even over the last couple days, it's been nice in Houston as well as in Dallas. Humidity levels haven't been a problem, especially those dew points. We look ahead tomorrow. Notice we start to see some of those winds shifting a bit more from the south for parts of the Midwest. 91 degrees in Oklahoma City, 89 in Memphis. Atlanta as well as Charlotte, you remain on the cool side. Then we jump ahead into Wednesday, and then we start to see the big change in the wind streams. Just follow as we go through Tuesday as well as into Wednesday. You see that shift. Those dew points, however, will still stay in the 50s and the 40s. Nashville 50. That's really comfortable weather. Nothing you have to worry about. However, down towards the south, you have the 70s. Very typical right around the areas, including parts of the Gulf. Atlanta, your forecast shaping up to show sunshine for today, as well as even on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And those numbers will be in the lower 80s, actually running a couple degrees below average still. And then for Charlotte, a slight chance for some showers around as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. This is new, been added in. And then Thursday and Friday, dry, but it looks like a few more clouds in the forecast. Sam.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about those showers in the Charlotte area yet, but let's go from there to California's Central Valley. It's that area between San Francisco and Sacramento. The Valley Fire is exactly where that is. Only 10% contained after burning 62,000 acres. There's a little bit of hope that a strange weather phenomenon particular to that area could bring some cool onshore, very moist winds called the Delta breeze. Now, would that help or would that hurt the firefighting by spreading those, fanning those flames with more wind? Let's talk a little bit about this phenomenon. Joining us now is Jason Clapp. He's the incident meteorologist with the National Weather Service office in Sacramento. Hey, Jason, good morning. And let's talk about this Delta breeze, as we call it.
Yes, Delta breeze is caused by the pressure difference between the coast and inland valley. So when we get an offshore upper level system coming near the coast, it tends to increase those gradients in the winds.
It can be a brutal time of year in the Central Valley. I mean, that heat just beats down in this area, and temperatures can be so warm and so different from San Francisco. Most people are trapped in their homes in the air conditioning during the hot part of the year until you get a Delta breeze. But let me ask you this, sir. Knowing that this breeze has got a little moisture in it, and knowing that it kind of pushes through, squeezes through the Sacramento and San Joaquin River deltas right there, does this help if we get one of these for these fires, or does it actually hurt?
It helps. It brings up relative humidity, so that's the big thing right there. Yeah, you get some breezes, but RH tends to come up, or relative humidity, so it does help, but it definitely don't need the winds to go with it.
Yeah, all right, and let's look at it over the next couple of days. It appears that this wind direction stays in place for the next couple of days, and we get more moisture involved. So kind of run what you are expecting with the forecast in this now.
Yes, today we have increased moisture, and then tomorrow we might get a little bit of rain on the fire. Not a whole lot, but anything helps. And then after Wednesday, we might start drying out again late in the week and through the weekend. So that's not a good thing either.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to watch this because we're getting a good dose of rain to the north of these fires and a good dose of rain to the south. Jason, thank you for keeping some time with us this morning and telling us a little bit about this Delta breeze. A lot of people don't understand these local weather phenomena like this in the San Francisco all the way to Sacramento area. So Jason, with the NWS there in Sacramento. Hey, today's winds, let's show you what it looks like today. And this is a great kind of explainer. So you'll watch that wind come all the way down the coast, and it looks like a nice wide open push of air until it gets into this very mountainous area and the open right there in San Francisco. That's that Sacramento River and San Joaquin River delta plain right there. So then it squeezes in a tight little push of air, and this is, you know, moist air that's typically a little cooler because of the current there, and spreads that right into the warm areas of the valley. Can carry a little bit of moisture, can drop the temperature about 10 degrees as soon as that wind really kicks up, and everybody knows this effect. So here we go. Rain to the rescue? Possibly, but there's more rain in northern areas. Washington, Oregon coastline. Redding, you're getting some rain in this northern California area. San Francisco, just a little. You can see how that rain tapers off. And the southern rains aren't helping a lot either. So we'll take a look at it a little bit later throughout the show. Also, when we come back, we're going to take a look at the tropical update. Jim's going to take a look at those areas that are building in the Gulf. One or two little areas to watch.
Today's the day. More and more people with type 2 diabetes are learning about long-acting Levemir.
As my diabetes changed, it got harder to control my blood sugar. Today, I'm asking about Levemir.
Levemir is an injectable insulin that can give you blood sugar control for up to 24 hours. And Levemir helps lower your A1C. Levemir lasts 42 days without refrigeration. That's 50% longer than Lantus, which lasts 28 days. Levemir comes in FlexTouch, the latest in insulin pen technology from Novo Nordisk.
Levemir is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults and children with diabetes and is not recommended to treat diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not use Levemir if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause symptoms such as sweating, shakiness, confusion, and headache. Severe low blood sugar can be serious and life-threatening. Ask your doctor about alcohol use, operating machinery, or driving. Other possible side effects include injection site reactions. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take and all of your medical conditions. Check your blood sugar. Your insulin dose should not be changed without asking your doctor. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, sweating, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion.
Today's the day to ask about Levemir FlexTouch. Covered by most health insurance and Medicare plans.
Coughing, sniffling, and wishing you could stay in bed all day. When your cold is this bad, you need new Theraflu Express Max. Theraflu Express Max combines maximum strength medicines available without a prescription to fight your worst cold and flu symptoms, so you can feel better fast and get back to the job at hand. New Theraflu.
Great time for a shiny floor wax, no? Not if you just put the finishing touches on your latest masterpiece. Timing's important. Comcast Business knows that. That's why you can schedule an installation at a time that works for you, even late at night or on the weekend if that's what you need, because you have enough to worry about. I did not see that coming.
Don't deal with disruptions. Get better internet installed on your schedule. Comcast Business, built for business.
You know me as Nota Begay III, golf analyst for NBC Sports and Golf Channels and founder of the MB3 Foundation. But my favorite title is Champion for Kids' Health. I'm living my dream, and I want to make that possible for all children. We must give kids what they need to become teachers, artists, doctors, even golfers. But dreams can get lost if our kids aren't healthy. And right now in our country, 1 in 3 kids are obese. We must do better. Join me. Help all kids live healthy now so they can build healthy futures.
I don't know what that was. It felt huge. Don't move, man.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, thunderstorms likely. High 88. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 78. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday, scattered showers or thunderstorms. High 85. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Just about 50 past the hour. We are in the lab now. Time for our tropical update. Some really cool stuff this morning. Compliments to this man, my weather producer, Brandon Wright. We're going to talk about 2 remnant tropical systems impacting Florida, the other one impacting Los Angeles, believe it or not. So let's go ahead and start you off here. We know we've got kind of an old front that's worked its way certainly across the northern part of Florida. But believe it or not, you'll notice kind of a little bit of a kink in here. This is the remnants, believe it or not, of what once was Grace. How about that? It's moved all the way across the Atlantic. Showers and thunderstorms this morning. Expect an active day with several waves of these coming in to South Florida. So there's the remnants of Grace. Meanwhile, over on the other side, look at this. You know what that is? That's Linda. That's the low-level circulation from Linda here. We saw the mid and upper-level moisture get shunted forward over the last couple of days into the southwest. But here comes the low-level moisture, and they've had a very wet day, over an inch of rain in Los Angeles. They've got a flood advisory out there, an aerial flood advisory, and here you can see that wad of rain. So we're not done yet. Look at that. Who says that Los Angeles can't get a tropical system? All right. Obviously, it's a remnant low, and it's not a full-board tropical system. All right, so what's going on here? This is Invest 94L across the western and Gulf of Mexico here. And I'll tell you, for an Invest with 0% chance of developing, look at that diurnal max of thunderstorms just all over the place and through here. So think about it. You've got an old front down through here. You've got the leftovers of that trough in the east. There's plenty of instability. But now a 0% chance of developing. Looks like the circulation center is actually on shore. Oh, there it is right there. Just kind of sitting there just offshore on the north side of this. Some showers and storms coming in. Here's a north wind. Here's a west wind at Tampico. So here's the circulation. Either way, there's still some converging air all the way down here. So showers and thunderstorms, certainly a possibility, continue in the western Bay of Campeche. But remember, the upper level winds are very, very strong here. They're out of the northwest at about 20 to 30 knots. So that's what we call wind shear. We don't expect anything to develop. But the continual onshore feed of moisture means a good soaking from Tampico up into the lower Rio Grande Valley. All right? So let's take you out to Invest 93L, which I'm still not high on this morning, but the Hurricane Center is. But it's got a great low-level circulation. You can see it right in through there. There's a few showers up to the north. There's a few showers down toward the south. A lot of dry air being pulled into this on both sides. So it really is not showing a lot of signs of developing here. If it does, it's going to move off to the north and west, too. So that's a good thing. It's going to be out of our hair. But it's just kind of a convectionless low-level cloud swirl. Maybe a few showers trying to go on one of those inner bands there. But, I mean, it could go. It won't take long, too, if we start to get some storms. Now up to 80% in the eastern Atlantic. This has got a lot more moisture with it, a lot more showers and thunderstorms. It's a little sheared this morning. Let's put the center on this. I want you to see where the center is. It's actually a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. But most of the storms kind of co-located on the west side. So it's west side heavy due to a little northeasterly shear. Either way, we'll watch this move its way across the Atlantic over the next several days. It has a better chance of moving more westward than does 93, which we know is going to pull onto the north. Either way, Sam, being so far out, we got plenty of time to watch it. Back to you.
And that we will do. All right, Anna Rittis is here with the images you're sharing this morning. What are we starting with?
We begin in southern Utah. We continue to follow the tragedy that unfolded yesterday, flash flooding, killing 8 people. Look at this picture of the Virgin River, which we have looked at the river gauges and found that in 5 minutes yesterday, it rose 5.5 feet.
Straight up.
Straight up. This is the same area that we saw the flash flooding kill 8 people not too long ago. Washington County Emergency responders have been working throughout the night and gave the latest update that they haven't found anyone yet of those who are still missing. The 5 who are still missing, but they will have additional search crews with them this morning at first light. So we'll bring you the latest updates and the latest from a news conference which is scheduled to start in a short time. We head to LA. #rain is the #1 trending hashtag
And the
in
conversation,
California
the
right now.
#1 conversation this morning.
And we got this picture. You can notice the trellis and the raindrops. Everyone's loving it. They're just wishing that the rain would bring cooler temperatures
And
it
it will.
wouldn't be so muggy out because the dew point's kind of in the 70s.
Yeah, it's
as
humid,
Cantori
but
said.
the temperatures are definitely cooler. Do not worry, they're definitely cooler.
too.
And we head to Vegas, a beautiful rainbow capture yesterday. Look at that, the colors and the rain.
Yeah.
Love it.
The good
Okay,
side.
guys.
Yeah, that's the good side of those storms.
The bad side.
This sounds like the start of a bad joke, but I must share the story with you.
Okay, go ahead.
A bear walks into a pizza shop. And what happens next?
I'm afraid
That
to
happened
ask.
in Colorado yesterday. Look at this little young black bear.
Oh, come
Made
on.
herself at home at Louis Pizza in downtown Colorado Springs just after lunch rush ended. Thank goodness. The Department of Wildlife says the bear entered through a door that was propped open and made herself at home, snacking on cups of icing for dessert. She was tranquilized and safely removed. It's prime bear season there. How sweet is that?
That is
I'd love to
Where
hold
is
a
Mama
bear.
Bear?
Cute. Well, they thought that it had been hit by a car, had a broken paw, and that's why it had run in to take shelter.
Icing always helps.
Überlegene Technik. Konkurrenzlose Leistung. Ein Auto würdig der Autobahn. Einen Moment. Das ist nicht die Autobahn. Das ist Detroit.
Performance is now an American thing. The new 2016 Chrysler 200, America's import.
More stay per roll.
Sit.
More sit per roll.
Watch me. Roll over. Whoops.
More who's training who per roll. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent. So 1 roll of Bounty can last longer than those bargain brands. So you get more life per roll. Bounty, the long-lasting, quicker picker-upper.
Staying in rhythm. It's how I try to live, how I stay active. So I need nutrition that won't weigh me down.
For the nutrition you want, without the calories you don't. Introducing Boost 100 Calories. Each delicious snack-sized drink gives you 25 vitamins and minerals and 10 grams of protein. So it's big in nutrition and small in calories.
I'm not about to swim in the slow lane.
Stay strong, stay active with Boost.
Need new tires? Right now at Pep Boys, when you get 3 Falcon, Cooper, or Hankook tires, you get the 4th tire free instantly. Plus, get no interest and paid in full within 12 months on your Pep Boys credit card. Trust the boys to get you there.
You know the love you feel for Olive Garden's fresh-baked breadsticks? Well, multiply that by 1,000,000. They're here. New breadstick sandwiches starting at just $6.99, only at Olive Garden.
Are you sending your kids to school with an allergy medicine that may make them drowsy? Only Children's Claritin provides non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief.
And it's the #1 pediatrician-recommended non-drowsy brand.
In class and out, your kids can live Claritin Clear.
Now we're talking. Hey, George is coming.
Nice.
I'll go get more stuff.
Yeah, can't wait to see it.
That one's way better.
Hello. All right, sounds good. See you soon. Guys, Brandy's coming.
Perfect.
We're gonna need more chairs.
And more food.
Low prices every day on everything you need so you can turn your game day party of 3 into a great party for more. Save money. Live better. Walmart.
And I'd like to put in my 15-year notice.
You're quitting?
Technically retiring, sir. With a little help from my State Farm agent, I plan to retire in 15 years.
Wow, you're totally blindsiding me here. Who's going to manage your accounts? This is a devastating blow I was not prepared for.
Take charge of your retirement. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
I don't know what that was. It felt huge. Don't move, man.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees with a thunderstorm. Today, thunderstorms likely. High 88. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 78. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday, scattered showers or thunderstorms. High 85. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Top of the hour and welcome to Tuesday. Let's make this one amazing. We have some incredible weather stories and unbelievable pictures to share this morning. Deadly fire and rain in the west. Already this is LA's wettest day of the year. Almost an inch of rain or right around there. We'll get it all filled out for you. Over an inch in downtown LA. Look at the fires. These fires, 39 burning in the west. This one is the Valley Fire, charring over 250,000 acres. 1 dead. 23,000 displaced because of this fire. Dozens of other fires burning. And as we just said, and we'll show you there, we'll take you there with the weather forecast as well. Flash flooding. This is the deadliest in Utah history. Rain unleashing a wall, in some cases 20 feet high of water in a matter of minutes. Sweeping down canyons on the Utah-Arizona border. 8 are dead, 5 are missing. With daylight now, we begin the search and cleanup again today. And the weather warm up from the Midwest all the way in the Northeast. Take a live look at Boston. Boston, you're about third warmest September on record right now, on your pace, if we continue, to be the warmest September on record. Let's get the latest on our top stories from Anna Rittis this morning. Here's what we know now.
Good morning, Sam. Good morning to you at home. We're expecting new details on the flash flood tragedy from authorities in Utah any minute now. This is what we know. 8 people are dead. 5 others are missing this morning. We take you to where this happened, in a tiny city of Hilldale along Utah's border with Arizona. It's some 315 miles south of Salt Lake City. This is a very isolated area. Authorities tell us 2 carloads of people got caught in rushing water while returning from an afternoon at a park north of Hilldale. The van and SUV carried 16 women and children. Witnesses say the drivers tried to back out of the flood, but the water was just too strong, as you can see from these incredible images. Sunrise is 7:15 local time, just a few minutes from now. So the search for those 5 missing people should be getting underway. A tweet from authorities a short time ago says additional searchers will be added this morning. Residents say the storm dropped a downpour on the canyons north of Hilldale in a span of a half hour. One of the worst storms they've seen in years, Sam. Live coverage of an authorities news conference from Hilldale, Utah. We're going to bring it to you live when it happens.
Of course, we'll go immediately to that as soon as we get that. Jim is tracking all the storms that are there right now. And ladies and gentlemen, there are more storms for the way this afternoon. Jim?
You know what is amazing to me? When you look at what's going on in Utah, and even Los Angeles this morning, and then you go up the road and you look at the fires, I mean, if we were to put the flood in Hilldale side by side with the fire, the Valley Fire. I mean, it's just incredible. You've just got those incredible extremes going on, really in one general region. So it's either too much rain or too much drought and fire. I mean, and they're right. They're just not far away. And we've got that in multiple places out west. I mean, Utah's not the only place that's flooding, and obviously California's not the only place that's raining or on fire. So let's talk about what's going on here with this flash flood. Yesterday, here's the problem right through here. Hilldale sitting there in the beautiful part of southern Utah here. One of the most beautiful states in the country, by the way. If you've never been out there, definitely plan on it. And you're in between 2 mountain ranges. So all the moisture here is going in between 2 valleys, and 2 mountains, and it's coming right down through. So there you can see it even better when we remove the precip. But here's when the flood occurred. There's nothing. We saw all the pictures with the sun out because the rain had moved on. All the loading went on in the mountains, and then whoosh, right down through the valley and down into Hilldale and Colorado Springs. Then to make matters worse, by 4:30 we got crushed again, almost in the same area. So there's just not been a lot of relief in through here. Here's this morning. It is raining again in Colorado City, in Hilldale as well. So it's not this bright, sunny, dry day we're facing here. This is just round 1 of what could be many showers and thunderstorms today for southern Utah. Meanwhile, the remnants of Linda are making their way. Look at how defined that is. That's incredible. Coming into Los Angeles. I mean, just driving right in there. We've already had 1.04, I think, at the airport, yes. And then 106 now, Brandon. And what's downtown LA? 140. So we're almost at 1.5 in the downtown area. So that, I mean, first of all, wettest day of the year in Los Angeles. Wettest day of the year, and you can thank an old tropical system named Linda.
Jim, it looks like San Diego's going to get caught by that, too. If you look at that, they'll get
clipped a little bit, certainly. They'll get clipped a little bit by it. There's the tail coming all the way down toward the south. So here comes the remnants of Linda, the low-level circulation coming on through. Now, watch out when some of this starts piling up in the San Bernardino Mountains, you know, especially those burn areas. It won't take that much, but this is tropical moisture, as we know, coming into Southern California. So here's the HRRR model. They've got it. Let's see what they do with it in time. Bring it, as Sam said, into San Diego. More showers over the Intermountain region. Here, the moisture, though, continues to stream north. And remember, we've got all this large-scale forcing that's coming in California and Oregon, so they could use the rain as well. But I think the convective rain, Salt Lake City, look at the showers and storms here. Look at this east-west line that follows the north-south line. We really have to watch this entire area today because flash flooding, certainly on the high side, our risk is there, even though the storms will move pretty quickly. So again, very, very large-scale trough here coming on through. And once this upper low, Sam, gets over the Intermountain region, some of these areas will go from rain to snow. We'll have snow on the mountains, believe it or not. So don't be surprised, guys, as we work our way on in time. The active weather in the west, typically with a trough right in through here, bringing up old tropical moisture. While all that happens, the ridge, the heat, and the warmth continue to build in the east. Hottest will be in the central United States.
All right.
Real busy pattern here for the west.
If everything Jim just pointed out, Nevada and Utah gets very active this afternoon. Please don't leave home without realizing that you need to pay attention to the weather all afternoon long. All right. Hey, remember that touch of fall in the past weekend? Well, fall's gone. Summer's back, and we're talking about the mid-Atlantic, also into the Northeast. Take a look at New York and Boston, side-by-side view, bragging rights today, getting up into the 80s. While you're looking at that gorgeous picture, knowing that Boston may run for its warmest September on record. Long Island City this morning, good morning to you, 69 degrees, 83 and sunny. Jen, let's just keep this for a long time.
Forever if we could, right?
Yeah.
We love to see the warm temperatures sticking around, but there are apparently some cold weather lovers out. But as we go through the next couple days, you're just going to have to get used to temperatures in the 80s and comfortable humidity. New York, your average high should be 76 degrees. If you're in New York today, expect to see the number climbing to 84. Gets warmer tomorrow, and the same for Thursday, Friday. We're going to end out the stretch of the work week nice and dry and comfortable. It's going to be hard to not come back from lunch after you're going to be outside enjoying all this stuff. I'm just telling you, the struggle will be real. As we show you, the jet stream's having a problem too because it's all the way up towards the north. That low that brought the rain for parts of New England yesterday, it's gone bye-bye. Today, we're going to be looking at those winds coming in from the west, down sloping, boosting the numbers up. I'm talking to you in Burlington. Yesterday, you climbed to 69 degrees. Today, you're climbing to 81. Buffalo looking great there, 76 degrees, 83 degrees in Charleston. These numbers running in some locations almost 15 degrees above average. The core of the heat, of course, in the midsection of the country, but hey, you have nothing to sneeze at. Pittsburgh today, 84, 87 in D.C. Up and down Interstate 95, you do not have any weather to cause you any delays if you're going to be driving out. As we show you for Boston, your average high should be 73. Today, 10 degrees above average. This all continues through the end of the week, and then we get another chance of some rain to come on Sunday, and we'll start to see a little bit of a change, and then it looks like nice for the next week.
All right, fires creating their own weather pattern. I want to talk about this over the next couple of days because those clouds that you get, those strong updrafts, the moisture from everything that's burning, the particulate matter, you get lightning, you get downdrafts. You, from that, can get firenadoes, strong gusty winds. We'll talk about it.
This is big, like big. AT&T and DirecTV are now one, bringing television and wireless together. So you'll get your TV from home on the go, which means you can watch movies while you're on the move. Sitcoms while you sit on those. And even Fargo. In Fargo, you can check out water cooler worthy TV at the water cooler. Yeah? Flip between the fight, the game, and the ballet you didn't want to go to. Binge while you lose weight. Channel surf while you surf. And enjoy a good cliffhanger while you hang from a why am I yelling. The revolution will not only be televised, the revolution will be mobilized. Introducing the all-in-one plan, only from DirecTV and AT&T.
Tomorrow morning, how long a above average temperatures will last in the Northeast, and why the Midwest is heading back to feeling like fall. It's all on Wake Up With Al tomorrow morning at 5 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees with a thunderstorm. Today, thunderstorms likely. High 88. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 80%. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 78. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday, scattered showers or thunderstorms. High 85. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It felt huge. Don't move, man.
What makes Lay's Kitchen different from the rest? We pride ourselves on bold, authentic flavors with the finest ingredients. Our vegetables are farm-grown and prepared with the passion they deserve. Tangy peppers unite with the sweetness of tomatoes and onions to create our exquisite mesquite barbecue flavor. The satisfying crunch and rich flavors of Lay's kettle-cooked chips. One taste and you're in love.
Every insurance policy has a number. But not every insurance company understands the life behind it. For those who've served and the families who've supported them, we offer our best service in return. USAA, we know what it means to serve. Get an insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
10 minutes after the hour, and if you're just waking up with us this morning, this is frightening video to be showing you. These are incredible new images this morning of a deadly and explosive valley fire in Northern California. You're driving right through this town with the reporter, and you're looking at what it looks like to see every one of these buildings go up in flames. And look at that. It's just pitch black all the way around it there. Shot by NBC reporter Gadi Schwartz on Saturday. He lost his phone in the process of shooting it. It was run over by a fire truck, and who knows what else in the chaos of battling the fires. Then when the phone was recovered yesterday, they were able to take a look at this video, and we can share it with you. The Valley Fire, of course, is the most explosive of the 24 wildfires burning right now out of control in Washington, Oregon, also into California. Now 62,000 acres are burned, 585 homes. That's the way they can count them right now. They're not dedicating a lot of people into counting them, but they do know that it's homes, and then they've got hundreds of other buildings that are damaged or destroyed as well. One person has been killed. Mark Gallarducci is on the phone with us this morning. He's the director of California's Office of Emergency Services. Hey, Mark, good morning. Thank you for being with us this morning. Again, not all wildfires are the same. This one is just terrifying in the way that it's spreading just so quick. Everything's tinderbox dry. One of the things, Mark, let's just update us, please, on what we know right now.
Well, good morning. What we know now is that in the last 24 hours, we've had a little bit of a weather support, actually, and that allowed us to gain a little bit more containment on the fire. It cooled down a little bit. We had a little bit of a very slight precipitation, and that allowed us to get some better aggression on the fire. But we are not out of the woods. The situation is still very critical. There's still a very active fire in the area. And we also know, watching the weather, that it's going to heat up again here in the next few days, and we're also concerned about the wind event. And it was really the wind event that caused this fire to really get out of control early on. And it's something that we're really watching closely.
Hey, Mark, just update the number for me. Early this morning, there was a 10% figure. Are you thinking that that's any higher as you get eyes on it as the daylight comes in?
Well, It's pretty early here, and I know that the crews worked, hard all night long.
Right.
We could be able to change some of the percentage this morning, but I don't have that information right now.
Gotcha, sir. I understand it. And Mark, just one more question, because out of your office, was one of these statements this morning that, because of seeing the burned out cars on the highways there, that people had waited too long to evacuate. Are there new communities that we need to get out ahead of this now?
Well, I mean, that's a true statement. I mean, when you're told to evacuate in one of these fires, you need to move. You
Certainly.
need to go. Many people wait, and they feel like they want to stay with their property. They want to see what's happening. But when you get that warning, that means the fire is coming your way, and you need to get out. And it's very dangerous. And I was out at the fire day before yesterday. And I could tell you there are many cars that are on the side of the road burned. They could not get out. They could not see what they were doing. They had to abandon their vehicles, and it put their lives at risk.
That's a horrifying thought right there. So, Mark, are we getting the word out? Radio, TV, reverse 911. What's the way you guys are doing it, if not all?
All the above.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
all the above.
All right, Mark Gallarducci, thank you. Please keep us up to date with the developments as they come in. This fire is something that we got to watch very carefully again today.
Well, it's just horrifying.
Yeah.
With a hurricane, you see this thing build days and days. Flash flooding, you're not given that opportunity usually. Tornado, you're not given that opportunity. But I mean, think about it. Just you grab some pictures, something to remember.
Tough.
Your house, what you grew up with, your family. It's just an awful situation.
Yeah, they're trying to give people the warning that they can. Yeah. Do we have the wind conditions or anything that we can deliver right there this morning? Catherine, do we have any of those? Because I know one of the things we're going to talk about is we're going to dive into the science behind the pyrocumulus clouds. But let's just show you this delta breeze and the wind conditions that are in those areas right now. You've got a gusty wind right now, anywhere from 5 to 12.
Think your heartburn pill works fast? Take the Zantac It Challenge. Zantac works in as little as 30 minutes. Nexium can take 24 hours. When heartburn strikes, take Zantac for faster relief than Nexium or your money back. Take the Zantac It Challenge.
Did you know only 1% of supplements have earned the USP mark, an independent certification for quality and purity? I recommend Nature Made because they've earned the most of any brand.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended letter vitamin brand.
I may not race anymore, but I still have my own personal pit crew with me. Blue Emu Super Strength Cream. Blue Emu gets down deep and soothes my muscles and joints. Use what I use. Blue Emu. Works fast and you won't stink.
You get used to the funk in your man cave. You think it smells fine, but your guests smell this. Febreze Fabric Refresher eliminates all the odors you've gone nose blind to. Break out the Febreze and breathe happy.
So, Jill, I know the markets have taken a hit lately. Just wanted to touch base.
We came to manage over $800 billion in assets through FaceTime when you really need it. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Before you put any engine to bed this winter, don't drain the fuel tank. Top it off with Stayville Storage. It keeps fuel fresh, so come spring, your power equipment is ready to go, and your hog won't be a bore.
On the top of Everest challenge, we made it.
The storm of the century is headed your way.
Oh, no.
I'm not leaving you behind. Come on.
Everest, rated PG-13.
Coming up on AMHQ, after beating the heat with some fall-like temperature relief, a warm weather bounce back is on its way for the entire East Coast, starting at...
Miracles happen daily in Delray at Milagros. We enrich local children and teens through art education, academic support, and mentoring. And now you can be part of the miracle. Whether you become a mentor, teach an art or music class, organize a fundraiser, or simply make a donation, you'll be making an extraordinary difference in the life of a child. To find out how you can help Milagros Center, call 561-279-2970 or visit milagroscenter.org.
Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line wants you to sail away with us. So we're offering an amazing cruise rate of just $109. Your 2-night Bahamas cruise includes 5-course dining, amazing live shows, lots of fun on the ship, and more fun in the Bahamas. For just $109, you can't say no to the best cruise to the Bahamas. What are you waiting for? Call 800-814-7100. That's 800-814-7100.
don't know what that was. It felt huge. Don't move, man.
Stay tuned for your Local on the 8s, brought to you by Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Hey, Mom.
Yeah?
We've got Allstate, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Well, I found this new thing called
Allstate Quick Photo Claim.
It's an app. You understand that? Just take photos of the damage with your phone and upload them to Allstate.
Really?
So you get a
quicker estimate, quicker payment,
quicker back to normal.
I just did it. But maybe you can find an app that will help you explain this to your father.
Introducing Quick Photo Claim. Just another way Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees with a thunderstorm. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 89. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. Tonight, scattered showers or thunderstorms. Low 78. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. High 85. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Nineteen minutes after the hour, headed on to 20, keeping you up to date on the weather that has caused the fires in the west. 39 active fires, large fires burning in the west, and the weather that each fire builds on its own. Jim, one of the coolest things is you do get moisture in the clouds above a fire because of all the water that was in the trees and the grass and the brush that's down there.
Well, the condensation nuclei that exists just needs something to adhere to.
Right.
You know, so once it gets onto that ash or whatnot that gets thrown up into the sky, now you've got something to actually condense against and eventually fall out of the sky. But I'll tell you, this pilot was driving by the other day, just flew through the rough fire here in California, and you can see he's flying at about 30,000 feet. So guess what? Looking pretty much eye to eye with the top of that thunderstorm there.
Look at that.
And what's really interesting is, you know, this may be, in all honesty, some of the mid and high level moisture from Linda, believe it or not. Some of this. And I remember seeing this. We're out ahead of a big trough. Warm, moist air is flowing in. So we've certainly got a low stratus layer. But when you see stuff like this, and you're out there as a fire weather forecaster, you're like, oh, doggone it. This is not going to be good. Because remember, what goes up must come down. So let's talk about how this happens. So you've got your fire. In a lot of cases, this will be a crowning fire, too. It's going to burn nice and hot. It's going to burn all the way up to the tops of the trees. And that's what, you've just got massive, massive updrafts of warm, moist air and ash just going up into the sky. So typically when we talk about a capped atmosphere, clear skies, there's not much out there to break that cap. So if you get temperatures that are exceedingly hot or just this massive cold front that comes through, you can break that cap. So essentially that's what you're doing with the burning going on underneath. You're sending rapid rising air motion to break that cap, and so you can wind up with what we call pyrocumulus clouds in this case. Now the rain, because the moisture is limited, is typically not going to be that heavy. Plus the storms are going to probably be very, very high base, so you're going to wind up with more lightning, a little bit of rain, and of course what I said, what goes up must come down. Here comes that downdraft. So now your fire has a chance to spread out even farther. It's going to go farther out in all directions and erratic. So if you're a firefighter down there, if you're forecasting this, the last thing you want to do is see that pyrocumulus out there, because now you're going to be talking about what is a fast burning fire potentially becoming even more erratic as we go on in time. All right, we will talk more about what's going on down in the Gulf of Mexico. And interestingly enough, Sam, two remnant tropical systems, one named Grace, one named Linda, affecting both coasts this morning. Yeah. How about
Unbelievable.
that?
It's kind of wild. We haven't had big problems with the storms themselves, but their remnants have caused problems on both coasts.
That's right.
All season long.
Some guy tweeted me, goes, Jim, this is the year of the remnant.
I would say that's absolutely accurate.
Yep.
Wouldn't you?
I think so.
All right. We'll continue to watch both of those things for you this morning. Unbelievable. Hey, Jim, do you want to talk more about that one, or?
Did we finish early or something?
Yeah, you and I both capped off early. We just got talking as we normally do.
Extra time.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, Brandon, you know, let's show everybody these remnant lows. This is cool. So here we go. We'll show you the analysis this morning. You see the little kinking through here. This is the wave. Remember, we talked about this being kind of an open wave. That once was Grace. Remember Grace? So Grace is gracing us with her presence finally across South Florida in the form of showers and thunderstorms in here. Meanwhile, out in California, we had, Brandon, I think we both hit it at the same time. Meanwhile, out in California, we had showers and thunderstorms coming in with the remnant low from Linda. So we're getting some pretty heavy rain in downtown Los Angeles this morning with an aerial flood advisory. But as you can see, with the old front up to the north, with the instability and the tropical moisture in South Florida, we will have a day of showers and thunderstorms in through here. And some of, and I'll just go out and say this, some of the high resolution models start to maybe slow this down. The shear wanes a little bit. Could something develop out of this? Maybe. But, we'll see. We'll watch it.
It is
right. It's right there in our backyard. We'll watch it.
It is what happens when you get a stationary front in the Gulf this time of year, right there in Florida. Sometimes a little something will tag on that, and you'll have to watch it.
I mean, this will have to be something where thunderstorms develop, and they just sit there. All of a sudden, you lower the pressure. And
don't get really big. They don't get really big, but they can be big rainmakers, and that's just what northern Florida, central Florida doesn't need.
What do you think of when you think of the United States Postal Service? Exactly. That's what pushes us to deliver smarter.
Simpler.
Faster. Sleeker. Earlier.
Fresher.
Harder. Farther. Quicker. And yeah, even on Sundays. What's next? We'll show you.
The United States Postal Service Elvis Presley Forever Stamp. Make your letters legendary.
Ooh, I think I saw dessert.
But you just had a big lunch.
Wasn't that big.
Steve. Hey, come back here. Steven, stay strong.
What's that? You want me to eat you?
Honey, he didn't say that.
He did. Very quietly. You can't hear from back there.
Don't fight your instincts.
With each for 150 calories or less, try our chocolatey brownies, tangy lemon bars, and new creamy cheesecakes.
Fiber One. Go on, have one.
Staying in rhythm. It's how I try to live. How I stay active. So I need nutrition that won't weigh me down.
For the nutrition you want, without the calories you don't. Introducing Boost 100 Calories. Each delicious snack-sized drink gives you 25 vitamins and minerals and 10 grams of protein. So it's big in nutrition and small in calories.
I'm not about to swim in this low lane.
Stay strong, stay active with Boost.
Überlegene Technik. Konkurrenzlose Leistung. Ein Auto würdig der Autobahn. Einen Moment. Das ist nicht die Autobahn. Das ist Detroit.
Performance is now an American thing. The new 2016 Chrysler 200, America's import.
Need new tires? Right now at Pep Boys, when you get 3 Falcon, Cooper, or Hankook tires, you get the 4th tire free instantly. Plus, get no interest and paid in full within 12 months on your Pep Boys credit card. Trust the boys to get you there.
It's back to school time. You think your car smells fine, but your passengers smell this. Eliminate odors you've gone nose blind to for up to 30 days with the Febreze Car Vent Clip. Break out the Febreze and breathe happy.
What's that? Oh, wow. Hello, humans. Focus on me.
Focus on the guard. Don't tell anyone what you've seen in here.
Have you seen what's in there? They have
Intel. Experience what's inside.
Coming up on AMHQ.
You're about to see something you have never seen on television before.
I want to make sure everybody can get an idea of what's happening here.
Let's talk about that.
Let's lift the base of this and talk a little bit about tornadoes.
That's pretty impressive. Let me show you why.
We'll tell you about it coming up.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees with a thunderstorm. Today, scattered thunderstorms. High 89. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. Tonight, scattered showers or thunderstorms. Low 78. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. High 85. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.